Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein. This is Vehicle Virgins, and today we are doing a garage update. It's been long awaited, and honestly, I have some explaining to do of why these are my 5 cars. So first up, and I think the one that needs the least introduction, is the black on black 2016 Mercedes Maybach S600. Many people call it Maybach, but it is officially Maybach. You guys know that in 2015, at the end of 2015, I picked up a Mercedes S550 4MATIC. Why? Well, because I lived permanently in Michigan. I had the Gallardo at the time. That was my ultimate dream car. I had my rear-wheel drive M5 that I later supercharged, and both of those were not great candidates for daily driving in the snow. Now, they actually had an absolutely gorgeous 2016 S600 at the dealer that I picked my S550 up at. It was heavily discounted because nobody drives rear-wheel drive cars during the winter in Michigan. It just doesn't make any sense. And at the time, they didn't have an all-wheel drive Maybach. Now they do. This car, it means the world to me. Not this one in particular, but a 2016 Mercedes S-Class. My car was the exact same spec. Why did I get it? Well, honestly, guys, because of the interior features and amenities. I loved the ambient lighting. I loved the design language of the interior. Many people said that's a grandfather's car. Well, all of the interior lighting, the speaker system, the luxury, and the ability to isolate myself from the world and feel relaxed and comfortable. That is why I love the S-Class. The safety systems are unbelievable. When you get into, let's just phrase it, if you were to unfortunately get into a collision, the car does wonders for you. 1, it beeps. It has collision avoidance, so it slams the brakes for you while it beeps. It pulls the seatbelt in tight to hold you in place, and then in the event of a crash, it emits a sound that you can't hear that cancels out the sine wave sound of the crash to protect your hearing. It has things like inflating side bolsters, where you go around the left turn and the opposite bolster inflates to keep you in place, yet at the same time the seats are unbelievably comfortable. It has massage functionality, heated and cooled functionality. Now in the Maybach, it's a extended, longer wheelbase version of an S550. There's even more room in the back, and there's more room. There's more room in the back. There's some features in there that, of course, you guys have seen that I love. Now we get to one of my favorite cars I've ever driven in my entire life, one of my favorite cars I've ever owned, my 2020 Ferrari 812 Superfast. So I had the pleasure of Ferrari loaning me one, I want to say a year almost prior to this, and I fell in love with the car. I realized that it doesn't just have to be a GT cruiser where it's comfortable over long distances. It can actually handle extraordinarily well. This has rear wheel steering and it has a naturally aspirated V12 with 789 horsepower. Now, of course, it's got a little bit more than that, but you guys know the reason for that. Now, why did I get it in blue? Everyone gets red Ferraris. Some people get also red Ferraris. I wanted something different. I hadn't seen one in this color, and when I saw it, I graduated from University of Michigan, whose colors are maize and blue. Note the maize and blue here. As you guys remember, my Speciale Aperta was actually the exact opposite color combo. It was a yellow car with blue and white stripes. On the inside, it had this blue Alcantara, of course, the yellow Ferrari logo. Why did I get any of these cars, guys? They're emotional purchases. Do they make rational sense financially? Not necessarily. Now, with the Vehicle Virgins way, you pick cars up used, you get a good deal, you get good value for money, then they can make sense financially. Going out and buying a new car, everyone knows that off the lot, they depreciate. Unless you're getting a new car of an ilk that's extraordinarily rare, like a brand new Ferrari or a brand new McLaren P1, etc., etc. I love this car. I mean, I love these cars equally, guys. That is what is so extreme. When somebody asks, hey, do you want to sell any of the cars in your collection? The answer is pretty much no. And they go, which one would you want to sell? No. This is my latest edition, a 2020 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Ultimate SUV in the world. It's like a rolling sanctuary. It's isolated. It's got a driving experience to a level that's even superior to the Maybach. That is a hard thing to do. Now the Maybach has a little bit more tech, but this car, the speaker system, the design language, the interior amenities, the rear seat creature comforts, from a little box in the back where you can have champagne, and it comes with a decanter and champagne flutes, to, oh wow, I think I'd like to take this person's Rolls-Royce emblem. Yeah, good luck with that. They've thought of everything in this. This thing is special, and honestly, once again, one of my favorite cars that I've ever owned. Now on to likely the most special car in my eyes that I have ever had. I know you guys loved the Huracan, and that to me meant so much. I got it in the exact spec that I wanted, but I bought it pre-owned, the Vehicle Virgins way. I got a really good deal on it. When I sold it, I didn't actually lose that much money. And to me, guys, cars are not about the money, but there's always a factor at play to make sure that you're not, hosing yourself over for your future. This car, it was a, does it make sense to do every option and custom colors? No. But do I want to in my heart? Do I want to create exactly the McLaren that I want? Yes. This is my baby P1. This is the car that at the time I could afford, that I wanted. And at the end of the day, guys, this car is actually faster in a straight line than a P1, has better technology, is significantly lighter, and likely would lap the track faster than a McLaren P1. Did I at one point wish it was one? Absolutely. As you can see, this is the only aftermarket part on the car, apart from the software. It is a 1016 Industries carbon fiber bonnet that looks styled after the McLaren P1. But there's parts of this car that I love even more. One, Lantana Purple wasn't a color option back then for the P1, or so I'm aware anyways. Vents in the fenders, of course, an MSO, McLaren Special Ops. I love that. With McLaren Special Ops, if you want something, they will make it happen. Fully carbon fiber front splitter, a track telemetry camera here to measure your lap times and teach you how to improve. It displays on the beautiful screen and shows you how you did your split time compared to the previous lap. From a fully carbon fiber roof to incredible doors, to the roof scoop that sucks in air, that feeds it through the cabin so you can hear the sound of performance. This car is all about light is fast. Making it lighter means it's going to be faster. High-tech suspension, incredible brakes, incredible power, and as a package, I personally think to date this is the best McLaren has ever made. The 765 LT will be coming out soon, and likely it will be a better version of the 600 LT. But as of yet, it's my favorite McLaren that exists on planet Earth. Then lastly, guys, we've got my 2015 Rolls-Royce Wraith. This is Vehicle Virgin's Purchasing 101. In 2014 or 15, when the Wraith came out, this was my dream car. Why? I love sports cars. Through and through, I'm a car enthusiast. Enthusiasts don't just love one type of car. They like all cars for a specific reason that means something to them. If I was going to pick one car to drive right now, well, it's a little rainy. Let's pretend it's sunny. Boom, that one right there. If it's pouring rain and you know, the weather's bad, boom, Cullinan, all-wheel drive, off-road capability. It's a sanctuary. In a world where there's a lot of stress, there is no stress when you're behind the wheel of a Cullinan. This represented to me the ultimate in luxury and opulence and presence. When the Wraith came out, the Cullinan didn't exist. That's a more recent thing, and this was a dream for such a long time. I wanted one in two-tone, in this color combination. I found one with the interior I wanted, which took a very long time with that white and Cannondale wood. But you know what? Patience is a virtue, guys. It took a long time to find the right used Wraith, but I found the perfect one, and that's why there's no reason to get rid of it. It took a long time to order an MSO McLaren and get a delay because, well, it takes longer to have McLaren Senna seats from the hypercar inside of a 600 LT. It takes longer to get a roof scoop onto the car. You know, the Cullinan was new. This was a very seamless purchase. I gotta give thanks to Danny for making that a possibility. I mean, this was very easy to get. But none of the cars were actually easy, guys. It was hard work, determination, passion, and at the end of the day, it was working my butt off for my dreams. And while I haven't fully realized my dreams, making this video for you today and actually thinking internally while I'm speaking out loud off the cuff, none of this was scripted. This is my dream. Vehicle Virgins is my dream, and you guys are the best. New merchandise is live, vvgear.com. That's vvgear.com. There's a link in the description below. I'd love nothing more. I'm not trying to push the merch, but honestly, guys, as a community together, united under cars, seeing you guys eventually at car meets, at car shows, at fan meets, I can't wait for that to come back again, is going to be amazing. And I can know that, hey, it's one of my fans. I'm a fan of you too. Thank you for the support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.